Welcome to this special throwback edition of the CSRM podcast. In these special episodes, we travel back to the 2016 REACHgathering where Dr. Greg Linville interviewed some CSRM pioneers about the history and mission of CSRM. Today's interview is with longtime CSRM board member Chris Cox.
Welcome back. We're at the REACHgathering 2016 doing man on the street interviews, and we found a man on the street just wandering around. He's lost from England. Chris Cox is with us, and Chris was a former CSRM board member, has been a CSRM member for many, many years. We call them associate partners, and we got a chance now to sit down and talk a little bit. Chris, when did you first hear about CSRM?
Well, I heard about CSRM from a good friend in England, Brian Mason, which as obviously you know him very, very well. And Brian mentioned about CSRM and said about coming over, and that was in 2002, actually in Memphis. And
wow, you were we're back in Memphis this year, but 14 years ago.
14 years
goodness.
ago, and it's basically shaped my sports ministry. At that time, I was working, running sports within a church, but since then now, through the experiences and the expertise and the knowledge that I've picked up from these workshops here, that we've now got Spirit and Sport, and that's been running since late 2008.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And so you came in 2002. How many other times have you come?
I think since 2002 I've missed 3.
Yeah.
So 2016 now. So three.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's amazing. I need it. I need it for my ministry because it's actually my fix fit for the year. I go back home and I'm buzzing.
Yeah.
So.
And Chris, I know that you were a soccer player at a pretty high level, and you've stayed really fit, and you continue to do that. But your ministry now is really still impacting people. Tell us a little bit about what you do there.
Right. Well, I hope it does. We lease our sports facilities in the city of Portsmouth in England, and we run sports camps there for children from the age of 5 to 16. We have things like five-a-side soccer league. And it's just different things like that, just solely using sport as an outreach tool. So we've got a number of little things. We run tournaments. There's basically a ladies' game called netball, which is it's a Commonwealth game, which we hold, and we have like little tournaments running through the year. Yeah.
And I got actually to see a little bit of that when you so graciously welcomed me and my daughter and my wife into your home, and we were there. And I'm not much of a bowler in cricket, but you are, and we got to see some of that cricket going on, and it's just great to see. And I know, Chris, that there are people that have been impacted by your ministry.
Thank you.
And you have impacted so many of us in America. Your spirit and your commitment, and you stepped out of the work world, of the business world, to take on a lot of this. You've sacrificed. You've gone forward. There's a lot of people in the kingdom because of you, and there's a lot of people in the kingdom that have been influenced because of you. And I'm just so grateful that we've had a chance to have you on the CSRM board and been friends all these years.
Indeed.
And we get to reconvene here at 2016 REACH. And you may even be able to hear some of the music that's getting ready to go on. REACH, we're getting ready to go into a worship service here, and it ministers to us.
Indeed.
You've said it, but why should somebody come to REACH or get involved in CSRM?
Well, if you're in the world of sports ministry, sometimes you're on your own, as you know, Greg. And here you're with brothers and sisters in Christ, with a passion for sport and a passion for God. And if you need to be filled in some way, if you want to gain knowledge in the world of sports ministry and meet like-minded people, this for me is the place to come.
And someone just shared with me that you just came out of one of the open sessions and that people just rallied around you, and just they felt like he's an inspiration to us. We want to help him.
Yeah, indeed. It was just a great workshop with brothers and sisters in Christ, where you could just truthfully offload your problems that we all have in the world of sports ministry. It's not always rosy, but it was just nice. It felt like it was such a comfortable and loving atmosphere to be in.
Thanks, Chris. Let's go worship together over here, shall we? And join all of our brothers and sisters. Thanks for taking a few moments with us.
More than welcome.
We'll be back with more interviews here at Reach 2016.
The CSRM podcast is a production of the Association of Church Sports and Recreation Ministers and their video production house, Overwhelming Victory Flix. Dr. Greg Linville is the executive producer, and Andrew Fouts is associate producer and editor. For more information about CSRM, visit csrm.org. For more information about Overwhelming Victory, visit overwhelmingvictory.org. The CSRM podcast is the flagship member of the podcast network Overwhelming Victory Radio. For more information on Overwhelming Victory Radio, or to listen to our partner podcasts, visit overwhelmingvictory.org/OV Radio.